Hey y'all, welcome to Oviedo Family Farm. I'm Erika, and today we're going to be shrink wrapping our homegrown chicken. First, let me walk you through my setup. I love to do things assembly line style, so let's get into it. I have our cooler full of all our chicken from yesterday, still in the ice water right here next to the counter. So I can start here, grab one chicken at a time, and move to packaging on the counter. Once we get over to the counter, I just have a baking sheet here that I will put the chicken on, my paper towels, so I can pat it dry. From there, I will put the chicken into the shrink wrap bag. Once you have your chicken packaged, you will move over to your stove. Here's everything I have over here. I have another little baking sheet to put the chicken on. I have some tongs that I use. You can use anything. It just helps to kind of make sure you get the chicken pushed all the way down. You will also need a large stock pot of water. Get this heating up while you're setting everything else up. Ideally, you want your water to be at around 195 to 200 degrees. You want it to be under the boiling point. Over here on the counter, I keep everything else I need in a little mason jar just to keep it neat and tidy. I have the zip ties, the straws that you need, and I have a thermometer to check the water temperature. I also have a pair of scissors to snip off the excess packaging. Once I'm done packaging the chickens, I move them over here to my kitchen table. When they are all finished, I will sit down and weigh and label all of my chickens before moving them to our deep freezer. I'm going to start by patting the chicken dry on both sides before putting it in the bag. I forgot to mention I did line my countertops with butcher paper and I just secured it with painter tape just to help keep cleanup a little simpler. And I lined this little baking sheet with a paper towel just to absorb some of the water on that back side. Keep your trash can close by, you're gonna need it. You want to place your chickens in the bag head first. And then I'm just going to set it aside and repeat this process until I have all of my chickens in the bags. My chicken is packaged, so now we are ready to shrink wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and check my water temperature. Again, we want it to be just under 200 degrees. We're at about 197, 198, so we're good to go. All right, grab your chicken. I'm gonna put mine on my tray right here. You are going to take the straw and insert it in the bag inside the cavity of the chicken, and then gather your bag tightly. I like to squeeze some of the air out, just give it a little bit of help. And you're going to take the zip tie and put it on right at the base of the legs. You want to secure it almost all the way. Obviously, you want to be able to get the straw out when you're done, so don't do it too tight. Okay, we're good to go. So now I'm going to submerge the chicken into the water for 5 seconds. I always keep a pot holder here as well because this is very hot. I just like to support it underneath when I put it down. You're going to let it sit for 10 seconds and then we're going to remove the straw and tighten the zip tie. And there you have it. You can cut this off if you want. I tend to leave them long because when I'm digging for it in the deep freezer, it gives me something to hold on to and pull it out by. I'm gonna go ahead and move this over to the table. And we're gonna go ahead and just repeat this process until all of your chickens are done. All of my chickens are shrink wrapped, so we are on to the final stage, which is weighing and labeling all of our chickens. We do process chickens twice a year. We do smaller batches and split them up. So I write the date on all of our chickens. I recommend you do that as well, just so there's no confusion down the line. All right, first one is 4.6 pounds. Our chickens are shrink wrapped, labeled, and ready for the deep freezer. Be sure to like and comment on this post. Let me know if you found it helpful, and be sure to subscribe and follow along for more homesteading tips.